from where it is taken, how it is calculated.
This call is now being recorded.
It will be the first time when you are hearing, you will be that is unknowingly, those who have no subject knowledge, it will be like that only. You have to practice, you have to read out the terms, and then you have to go through your textbook. You practice it many problems, then only you will come to understand. First time you will not understand, just you listen. Okay, what I am saying, you have to listen. Right? Then into the asset side you have to write fixed assets. So what are the fixed assets are there? You see your trial balance, freehold premises, depreciation. I already told you depreciation given in the adjustment that you have taken in the profit and loss account debit side, as well as it will be deducted from the respective assets in the asset side, right? So, depreciation on freehold premises we have shown in the profit and loss account debit side 1,930. That is 5% on your asset. That you have to deduct it from the respective asset net value. You have to shown in the asset side. Similarly, furniture. Office furniture 3,050 less 5%, 10% depreciation. We have shown in the profit and loss account debit side, and you have to deduct it, and the net amount you have to write in the outer column. Then closing stock, it is given in your adjustment. One thing you have taken in the profit trading account credit side, and also you have to shown as an current asset in the asset side. Two places you have to write it, right? Then debtors you have to see what is given. 36,000 is given debtors in the trial balance. Debtors minus, you see your provision for debtors. Provision for debtors, it is given in your trial balance. Provision for debtor, you have to deduct it. Net amount you have to write. Then you have to write other current assets, that is bills receivable. Then investments. Investments, while writing investments, 4,000 is the given in your problem. 400 interest accrued. Out of that, only 200 you have received. 200 accrued but not received, right? So accrued but not received, you have to add with the investment value. So 4,000 plus 200, that adjustment you have to add it here also, right? The next one, prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance 200. Prepaid insurance is always taken as asset. Outstanding wages, outstanding salaries, it is as a liability. So you have to write in the liability side.
Sangeeta,
Then
please mute yourself.
cash balance and bank balances you have to write. Now you have to make the total of liabilities and assets of your balance sheet. It should be tally. You have to get same amount. Otherwise, it will be wrong. Okay. Do you understand this?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
Ah.
Ma'am, I have one
I have a
question.
doubt.
Is
Yes. Written?
calculator allowed in the examination? Can you please tell?
Yes, calculator is allowed. Only simple calculator. Scientific calculator and all will not be allowed. Only simple calculator will be
Ma'am,
Okay,
allowed.
ma'am.
Mobiles are not allowed.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, in this question they have told us 2010 is advanced, no, ma'am. It's not prepaid.
Ah, ah.
So why we are putting as prepaid, ma'am? It is advanced, right, ma'am?
Advance means you have paid in advance. Next year only you have to pay. If you have not paid, that cash will be in your hand. That will be shown as an cash, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But we paid advance, right, ma'am? For 2010, now itself we paid.
No, 2000 pay. So generally, insurance we used to pay financial year. That is April to March. But
March.
if you are preparing calendar year, that 3 months next year will be 1 year premium will be paid. that next year 3 months will be added in this current year. That is why it is treated as an prepaid insurance.
Okay, ma'am. For insurance alone, we must put it as prepaid because we have to pay in that year, right, ma'am?
Yes, you have paid next, instead of paying next year, you have paid this year, that is included. 3 months next year, 3 months amount is included this year. So that is treated as an prepaid expenditure. That means you have paid in advance. That is treated as an asset, current asset, right? So that is why we have to prepaid insurance, you have to deduct it in the profit and loss account, and also you have to shown as an current asset in the asset side. Outstanding expenses means what? You have to pay but not yet paid, that is liability to pay. So that is why we are adding in the respective expenditure account in the trading profit and loss account, and it is to be shown as an current liability in the balance sheet side. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please show the question, ma'am?
Yes. This is the question.
Ma'am, can you share the format of trading account, P&L account, and balance sheet? What are the line items
Yes,
which will go?
format I
That's
have given in this PPT, ma. I have given in this PPT. You can take from our university website. University website, DDE Pondicherry University website. It is already uploaded the same PPT. You can download it
okay.
and see. Okay.
Sure.
Madam, in DD website, last year question was not found, ma'am.
The same thing only.
Okay,
Same
but it
PPT.
will
Same,
be
it is
useful
same
for us, ma'am.
syllabus. Nothing is changed. If it is changed, we will have changed, na.
Okay, but
Accounting
past
for
year
manager
question
is
was not
same. You
found, ma'am.
download it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Ma'am, in
let's
exam, we have
go.
to make
Next
all these
problem.
tables.
We have no time. Only 6 hours. We have to complete all the syllabus. So if you are taking much time, we cannot cover up all the syllabus. Okay. So let us go one more problem. Then next I will teach you next unit depreciation or something. We will go. Okay. If you are cooperating with me, then only we can cover up all the entire syllabus, right? See the next problem.
Ma'am, can
Ah.
I take few minutes just because I'm a non-accounting background and it is really very difficult for me to understand everything. So
So in that case, nearby any faculty from accounts background, you can go for personal coaching. One just 1 week, 10 days. If you go, you will come to familiar of that words. No other go. We cannot because our PCP classes. We cannot go beyond that.
understand, ma'am. But
Yeah.
is it sufficient to have the textbook go through and then
No,
qualify
it
the
is not
exam?
sufficient. You go for some other textbooks available in the market. Basic accounting, financial accounting is available. Many authors have written. You go through and practice it. Many problems. If you first time when you are preparing trading profit and loss account, it will take 4 hours, 5 hours. When you are practicing it, then only you can complete within half an hour or 20 minutes. It will take much time. So you have to familiar the terms, and then specimens where you have to write this item, where you have to write that you should know very well. Suppose this item in adjustment, if it is given what you have to do, add or deduct something, then only it will be easy for you to write all these things. Don't worry about it. Suppose answer is wrong, or if you could not tally the balance sheet, don't worry. You will get mark for entering the right places. Say for an example, purchases, all the items you have written correctly. Only small mistakes if you have done, don't worry about that. Steps marks will be given. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
See this next problem. Second one. Uh, Previously trial balance was given. Here trial balance are not given, but generally it is what are the items are given, then adjustments are given. Don't worry about it. Now let us prepare trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. See here, opening stock given in your trial balance 11,400. Then purchases 1,45,000 is given, and then wages 23,600 is given. See here, wages 23,600. And then one more thing, carriage inward is given. So one thing you have to keep it in your mind, carriage inward, if it is given, you have to write in the trading account. Carriage outwards, if it is given, you have to write in the profit and loss account debit side. Nothing is given, only carriage expenditure is given. So in that case, you may get confusion whether you have to take it in the trading account or profit and loss account. So if your wish, you write. If you are taking carriage, simply carriage is given. If you are writing in the trading account, you put note. Carriage expenditure, I have treated as an carriage inwards. If you are taking in the profit and loss account, you write note, footnote, I have taken, treated as a carriage outward. Mostly we used to take carriage inwards specifically. If it is given, we will take in the trading account. Otherwise, we used to take in the profit and loss account only. Okay. So carriage inwards, you have to write it in the trading account. And then transportation, simply transportation, if it is given, we used to take it in the profit and loss account debit side. Transportation in is given. In means what? When you are purchasing raw material and bringing into your godown, you are paying transportation. That is called transportation inwards, right? Transportation out means when you are finished goods taken from your factory to your selling out warehouse or selling unit, that is called a transportation outwards. That you have to write in the profit and loss account debit side. Simply transportation expenditure, if it is given, you have to write in the profit and loss account debit side. Specifically, if it is given, carriage inwards, transportation inwards, like that. So in that case, you have to take it in the profit trading account debit side. Okay. Then,
Madam, page is not clear, madam.
which one is not clear? Which one is not clear, ma?
Yes, madam, now clear.
Abdul Hassan, this only page, ma'am. It is slowly little blur and then it gets clear slowly.
Huh?
I think internet is little slow and that is why it is getting clear very slowly.
Maybe because here heavy rain is going on here, no current, nothing. So how long it
Yes,
will
ma'am.
take?
I also did not go to office today. Rock Beach
Yes,
is fully closed.
that's why we
Ma'am,
are
you can
taking
go
from
ahead, ma'am.
home by using mobile. So I do not know how long it will take internet and then charge, battery charge, and 50% is available. Okay, let us try whatever we can complete this one. Then next week after 4 o'clock, 1 more hour I will take you to complete our syllabus. Don't worry about it. I will take extra 1 hour or 2 hour. Don't worry. Okay. Now, let us see this one, next one. Salaries. Salaries, what? 8,420 is given. Now, transportation in you have written. Credit side, sales less sales written. Closing stock, you have to write it. And find out gross profit. That gross profit, you have to write it in the trading account debit side, right? Next, write all the expenditures in the profit and loss account. That is salaries, car expenditure, insurance premium, then prepaid insurance. See, your prepaid insurance is given in your problem. See, insurance premium 2,400 is given, paid on 1/10/2019. So here your accounting period is December, right? So December 2019. You have paid only this month, 1/10. So 10th month, 11th month, 12th month. 3 months only the current period. 9 months for next year, right? So 2020. So what for 2,400 divided by 12 for 1 month is how much? 200, right? So for 9 months, 1,800 is the prepaid insurance, right? You have to calculate like that. So prepaid insurance is 1,800. You have to deduct it from the current insurance premium 2,400. Net amount you have to write in the outer column. The next, general expenditure, carriage outwards, rent and rates, All these things you have to write it. Then one more extra adjustment is given here. Provision for doubtful debts at 5% on sundry debtors. So provision for doubtful debts. What is doubtful debts? What is doubtful debts? What is bad debts?
Bad debts means,
Amount
ma'am,
not yet received.
Yes, ma, you have made credit sales, right? You cannot recover. You cannot collect from your debtor. That is treated as an you never collect it. You are decided you cannot collect it. So that is called as bad debts, right? Bad debts means you cannot collect it in the future also, right? So when you have some debt, you may have doubt, may or may not be collect in future. So that is called bad and doubtful debt, right? So for that it is called as in when we studied our accounting convention, that is conservatism, accounting for conservatism. We have to expect for the future losses. For that we have to create provision for bad and doubtful debts, provision for depreciation, right? So according to the our accounting for convention, we have to create on provision. So here in this adjustment, it is given 5% you create provision on bad and sundry debtor. Sundry debtor, how much is given? That is credit sales. You have to collect it from your debtor, right? So how much debtor you have to collect? 52,000 you have to collect. So 5% is you are making provision for doubtful debt. So debtor is how much? 52,000 into 5%. How much it is? 52,000 into 5%, 2,600. You have to write it in the profit and loss account debit side, and also you have to deduct the same amount from the debtors in the while preparing balance sheet. You see your balance sheet, asset side, sundry debtor 52,000 less provision for bad debts. You have to write it. Okay, that you have to keep it in your mind. This provision for doubtful debts, there are some other adjustments also there. Bad written off. Suppose if it is given in the trial balance, suppose bad debts written off given 1,000 rupees in the adjustment. So in that case, how you have to calculate, how it should be shown. So bad debts written off, if it is given in the adjustment, you have to write in the profit and loss account debit side, and also you have to deduct it from debtor before calculating the provision for doubtful debts. Now this provision for doubtful debts 5% is given, right? So suppose bad debts written of 2,000 rupees is given. So 52,000 minus 2,000. Good debt is 50,000. So 50,000 out of that 5% you have to treat it as doubtful debt. So 50,000 into 5%, 2,500 you have to write provision for doubtful debt. So in that case, how to shown in the profit and loss account debit side, bad debts written of 2,000 rupees plus provision for doubtful debts 2,500 rupees, that is 5% on 50,000, right? So totally 4,500 you have to shown in the outer column. And also in the balance sheet, debtor 52,000 less bad debts written off 2,000, and provision for bad and doubtful debts, that is 2,500, like that. Okay, then same thing, bad debts given in your trial balance, in the not in the adjustment. If it is given in the trial balance, how we have to show? If it is given in the trial balance, that you have to take it in the profit and loss account debit side, but don't deduct it for calculation of doubtful debt. Provision for doubtful debt, you don't deduct it. Simply you have to shown in the profit and loss account debit side. And also you should not deduct from the respective debtor in the balance sheet. If it is given in the trial balance, simply you shown in the profit and loss account debit side. And also sometimes a discount on debtor, if it is given, that also you have to calculate some percentage if they are asking in adjustment. After calculating this provision for new provision for bad and doubtful debt, deduct it, you have to calculate discount on debtor. If you do that kind of problem, then only you can understand. Just for your knowledge purpose, I am saying all the adjustments related to this. Suppose provision for bad and doubtful debts given in the trial balance. In this problem, it is given in the adjustment. If it is given in the trial balance, that is called old provision. So how we have to adjust in the profit and loss account debit side? That is bad debts given in the trial balance plus bad debts written off given in the adjustment plus plus new provision for bad, and the new provision means which is given in the adjustment 5% or 10% what you are calculating, that you have to add minus old provision for bad and doubtful debts, old provision which is given in the trial balance, that you have to deduct it. This is the net adjustment in the profit and loss account. In the balance sheet, how we have to show debtor less bad debts written off given in the adjustment less provision for bad and doubtful debts, new provision which is given in the adjustment, you have to deduct it. And also suppose discount on debtor also if it is given, that also you have to deduct it, and also you have to show in the profit and loss account debit side. Okay, just you keep it in your mind. Let us do one problem with all these adjustments, don't worry. Okay, the next one, depreciation on furniture and machinery. Depreciation on furniture and machinery, you have to write it in the profit and loss account debit side. Commission, what is given in your adjustment? Commission 3,600 has been earned but not received till the closing of accounts. That means what? Earned but not received. You have rendered services but not received. That means what? It is a income. Commission earned but not received, it is a income. That is why you have to show in the credit side of your profit and loss account. Now you have to prepare balance sheet, liabilities and assets. Liability side, capital, equity capital, you have to deduct it, drawings, and then you can add profit, right? Net profit, that is called closing capital or current liability, accounts payable, creditor, all these things you have to write current liabilities. Then asset side, fixed assets and long-term assets. Fixed assets, that is furniture less depreciation, motor car, machinery less depreciation, then equipment, these are all fixed assets. Then current assets, you have to write cash in hand, cash at bank. Debtor, you have to keep it. Debtor less provision for bad and doubtful debts, you have to deduct it. Then stock, commission receivable. Commission receivable is earned but not received. Treated as an asset. Then prepaid insurance is
Ma'am, echo is coming.
huh? Yes. So you have to prepare like this. Do you want one more problem in final accounts? Let us prepare, or can we go for next chapter?
Yes.
Can we go for next chapter, depreciation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The similar way you have to prepare. Only the adjustments will be vary from one problem to another problem. So you have to read the adjustment, what is given, what you have to do, what you should not do. So you should be very carefully read the adjustments, and then you have to do according to that. Remaining things as it is same. Okay. Then one more theory part which is I have given in this PPT, capital and revenue expenditure and receipts. What is capital expenditure? What is revenue expenditure?
More than one accounting period it can be included. It is called as capital expenditure.
Yes, very good. So more than accounting period, what you are using? Assets. When you are purchasing assets, investments, plant and machinery, these are all benefits derived for more than 1 year. Okay, for that you are purchasing furniture, purchasing plant and machinery. That is called capital expenditure. Okay, so capital, when you are purchasing capital expenditure, that will be shown in the assets. Take it as an asset, right? So when you are making current expenditure, revenue expenditure, what are all the revenue expenditure?
Day-to-day
Paying wages,
expenses.
salaries, rent, printing, stationery, current. So all these things are expenditure treated as an revenue expenditure within the benefits derived
Consumed
within
within
1
1
month,
year.
within 1 year. Okay, that is called revenue expenditure, right? Say for an example, in accounting treatment, wages given for erecting your machinery at the time of purchase of your plant and machinery. Generally, wages we used to treat as a revenue expenditure will be shown in the trading account, right? So when you are making wages at the time of erecting machinery, so when you are paying wages at the time of erecting machinery is to be treated as an capital expenditure. That value will be added with your asset. Okay, machinery, say for an example, 10,000 worth of machinery you are buying. 500 you are paying for erecting that machinery. So value of your plant and machinery will be 10,500. That will be shown in the asset side. You should not show that wages in the trading account. Wages and salaries what you are paying for the production of goods and services, that is to be treated as an revenue expenditure and also to be shown in the trading account and the profit and loss account. Okay, suppose if you are paying any wages in the at the time of purchase of your asset, that is to be treated as an capital expenditure. Okay, then that is capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. And then receipts. When you are receiving sale of goods, is it a uh, revenue receipt or capital receipt?
Capital receipt.
Sale of goods. Sale of goods is the
Revenue receipt.
revenue
Revenue.
nature. Revenue receipt. When you are sale of asset, furniture, your old furniture you are going to sell, that profit is treated as a capital receipts. So revenue nature of receipt you have to write in the profit and loss account, trading profit and loss account. Capital nature of receipts you have to write only what is the cash. You have to take it in the cash account or bank account, how much you are received, how much you are paying for that. You have to deduct that value. It will not be shown in the asset. Say for an example, asset side plant and machinery value is shown 50,000, right? Depreciation you have already deducted uh, 30,000. Its book value is shown only 20,000. 20,000 worth of machinery you are going to sell, that is 21,000 or 22,000, maybe either profit on sale or loss on sale. That profit or loss on sale of how to treat it treated as a income from others, that is a fixed asset that you have to shown in the profit and loss account. You have to write in the, if it is a profit on sale of asset, you have to adjust in the profit and loss account credit side. If it is a loss, you have to write in the debit side of profit and loss account. But sale proceeds you have to deduct it. You should not shown in the asset side value, that you have to deduct it. Okay, so this is the capital and revenue expenditure, and then capital and revenue receipts. So the theories which are related to this I have given it here. Then let us go for depreciation accounting. In another PPT I will open in few seconds. You please. Um, can you see this next unit is depreciation accounting and ratio analysis, right?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is depreciation?
Fall in the value
What
of
is
assets.
depreciation?
Reduction in the value of assets.
Reducing the value of assets because of using for producing the goods and services, not only for utilizing, but also sometimes wear and tear. So many reasons are there. That is why reducing the value of assets. So this depreciation we have to find out what is the value that is to be treated as an expenditure, and that should be deducted in the respective assets, and also we have to shown in the profit and loss account debit side. How it is to be calculated? There are various accounting methods are there. Journal entries here. Journal entries depreciation related to this I have given it here. There are various methods. See here, these are the methods are there. Depreciation methods, straight line method, written down value method, annuity method, insurance policy method, machine hour rate method, depletion method, revaluation method, depreciation fund method, sinking fund method. So many methods are available, right? So according to your syllabus, only two methods are given: straight line method and written down value method, right? So straight line value method, you see, what is straight line value method? Just you have to take the value of the cost of the assets minus scrap value. Scrap value means when you are going to sell, you will get only meager amount will be there. That is called scrap value. Suppose year. After 10th year, its value become 1000. So that 1000, if you are selling it for a scrap, that is called scrap value, right? So cost of the asset minus scrap value divided by estimated life of the asset. Suppose 10 year means 10 year. 10,000 minus 1000 rupees divided by 10 year. That is called the depreciation percentage. You have to calculate what is the under straight line method. Okay. See here, this kind of problem will be given for part A or part B. You see this, date of purchase and cost of machinery are given. Some adjustments are given, right? See, this is the machinery account. Machinery account is nothing but you have to prepare ledger account. Ledger account, left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side it is debit balances, right hand side it is credit balances, right? So machinery account, so you have to write ledger account. How to write? On 1/4/2006 you are purchasing 60,000 worth of machinery, first machinery. When you are preparing this machinery account, you have to be very careful. Accounting period starts from January to December or April to March. That you have to be very careful. Why? Because number of months utilized in the business, you have to calculate depreciation only for that. Okay. So see here, when you are purchasing the asset, machinery account debit side, you have to write 1/4/2006 to machinery account data to bank account. That is the journal entry. When you are purchasing machinery account data to bank account. So machinery account debit side to bank account 60,000. First machinery you have purchased. So next one, 1/10/2006 you are purchasing another machinery for 40,000. So 1/10 to your accounting period is January to December 2006, right? So January to December you have to write the entry for first year. So 1/10/2006 second machinery you have purchased, that is 40,000. What is your accounting period ending? Ending period is December 31/12/2006. At the end of the accounting period, you have to calculate depreciation and write it. So how to calculate depreciation? This first machinery, how many months you are utilized? How many months you are utilized? 1/4 only you have purchased. 9 months.
9 months, ma'am.
9 months. So here under straight line method, a percentage is given in your problem itself. Fixed installment method 10%. Straight line method is otherwise called as fixed installment, another name. Right? Say is fixed installment method, that is 10%. That means what? The amount of depreciation will be the same for every year. That means 10,000 if you are calculating, that will be the same for first year, second year and third year also. Right? So how many years, right? So by depreciation, 31/12/2006, by depreciation, 10%, 60,000 into 10%, 1 year depreciation will be 6,000. Now you are utilized only for 9,000, the 9 months. So 6,000 into 9 months, you have to calculate and write it 5,500 in the outer column. Sorry. See here, calculation I have given. 10% on 60,000. 9 months it is given, that is 60,000 into 9/12 into 10%, that is 4,500. Second machinery you have purchased only on 1/10. So how many months you have used? 10, 11, 12, 3 months. So 40,000 into 10% into 3/12, that is 1,000 rupees. Okay. So totally 5,500 rupees you have to write it in the credit side of your ledger account. By depreciation 5,500, right? So So now you have, at the end of the 2006, 31/12, you have to close the ledger account. So debit side it is 1 lakh, credit side only 5,500. So what is the closing balance of your account assets value? Assets value is 94,500. So that is the closing balance. Balance carried down. C bar D means balance carried down. That you have to bring in the debit side the next year. Next year you have to bring into the account. So when you are bringing into the next year, it will be the opening balance. This is the closing balance. Balance carried down means closing balance. Balance brought down means opening balance. So last year closing balance will be the current next year opening balance. So 1/1/2007, the opening balance will be 94,500. See the next one, 1/7/2007, you have purchased another machinery, third machinery, that is 20,000. So you have to write it here. To bank account purchases 20,000. Is there any other transaction during 2007? Nothing. Only 2008 they are going to sell the machinery of the purchases in 2006. So 2007 no sale. So now you have to close this ledger account by depreciation. See here how you have to calculate depreciation. First machinery 60,000 and second machinery 40,000. So totally 1 lakh, right? So totally 1 lakh. You have to calculate 1 year depreciation for 2007. 10% is the depreciation into 1 lakh into 10% into 1 year, right? So 10,000. Then current year you have purchased only on 1/7/2007. Sorry, 1/7/2007, 6 months. So 20,000 into 10% into 6 months, that is 1,000 rupees. So totally 11,000 depreciation you have to write in the second year by 2007 31/12 by depreciation at the end of the year 11,000. Now you have to close this account. Debit side 1,14,500. Closing balance is 1,03,500. That will be the opening balance for 2008. In 2008, you have to write 1,03,500. Then come to the next one. You read 1/1 on 1/1/2008. 1/3 of the machinery which was purchased on 1/4/2006 became obsolete and was sold for rupees 6,000. The machinery was to be depreciated by a fixed installment method. Okay. So 1/4 first machinery, only 1/3 of the machinery you are going to sell. So how to calculate, how to write it? When you are sale of your asset, you have to write by cash or bank account. So 1/1/2008 by cash or bank account 6,000. You are going to sell 6,000. Now you have to find out what is the book value of 1/3 machinery. 1/3 machinery cost value is how much? 20,000, right? So what is its book value? See here, I have calculated here in the adjustments. Cost of the machinery on 1/4/2006, 1/3 is 20,000. 2006, you have calculated depreciation, that is 1,500 for 1/3 machinery. You have to calculate for 1/3 machinery. So 20,000 into 10% into 9/12. Then in 2007, you have to calculate 10% depreciation. So first year, second year, you have to deduct depreciation. Third year, depreciation will not be involved. Why? Because it is you are going to sell on 1/1/2008, January 1st itself. So you have to know depreciation will be there for 2008 for that sale of machinery. Okay, so total depreciation deducted, that is the book value. Book value of the asset is 16,500 worth of machinery you are going to sell only for 6,000 rupees. That means what? 10,500 is loss on sale of machinery. Okay, so loss on sale of machinery you have to write in the credit side by profit and loss account, that is 10,500, right? So sale of asset is 6,000, loss on sale of asset is 10,500. Now we have to calculate depreciation at the end of the year 2008. So 2008, when you are calculating depreciation, only 2/3 you have to take, because 1/3 already you have sold out. So 2/3 of the first machinery is 60,000. That is 40,000 into 10%, that is 4,000. Then second machinery 40,000, third machinery 20,000 for full year you have to calculate. that is 6,000. So total depreciation for the 2008 is 10,000. Right now we have to write the balance. Debit balance is 1,03,500. Balance, closing balance or book value of the asset will be 77,000. Do you understand? See here, closing balance is value of the asset under written down value of the machinery at the end of the year 31/12/2008 is 77,000 under straight line method. This is the accounting for depreciation. Okay. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The same problem
Yes,
under
ma'am.
diminishing balance method or written down value method. Diminishing balance means what? Written down value or diminishing balance means what? Depreciation amount will not be the same. Every year it will be reducing. Say for an example, 1 lakh worth of asset you are purchasing. 10% is given. So first year will be 1 lakh into 10%. 10,000 will be the depreciation for first year. Second year, you have to calculate diminishing value. That means 1 lakh minus 10,000. So now what is the book value? 90,000. Second year value of the asset is 90,000. So 90,000 into 10%, you have to calculate depreciation for second year. So 90,000 into 10%, so 9,000. Second year depreciation is 9,000. Third year depreciation, you have to calculate 90,000 minus 9,000, so 81,000. 81,000 into 10%, that is 8,100 will be the third year depreciation. So the value of depreciation will be diminishing. Then you have to calculate on your diminished value of your asset. That is called diminishing balance method and written down value method. See here. The same problem under straight line method, what we have calculated, same thing we have calculated under written down value method. First year will be the same, that is the amount of depreciation is 9 months. 10% into 9 months, you have to calculate 5,500. See the next year, second year 2007 depreciation, how we have to calculate? Simply you can take the book value of the asset, means balance brought down, no, that is the book value. 94,500 into 10%, simply you can calculate, that is 9,450 plus current year you have purchased the 6 months, 20,000 into 10% into 6 months, that is 1,000 rupees, totally 10,450. Either you can do directly or you have to take, see here, first machinery 90, see here, 10% of 60,000 minus 4,500 for first year depreciation. So 50 book value of the first machinery 55,500. You have to calculate 10%. Second machinery 40,000, first year depreciation 1,000 rupees you deducted. So remaining book value is 39,000. So 10% you have to calculate. So if you are calculating individually, also the same answer. Instead, very simply, easily, we can calculate under diminishing balance method on the book value. Book value means opening balance of your asset. Opening balance of your asset is 94,500 into 10%. That is the depreciation for the current year. Right? So 9,450. This another third machinery you have calculated 20,000. That is 1,000 rupees you have to add with this. Okay. When you are coming to the third year, this profit or loss on sale of machinery will be different. See here, 1/3 of the machinery value is first year depreciation is 1,500, second year depreciation is 1,850. The book value of this asset is 16,650, right? So 16,650 worth of asset you are selling 6,000 rupees. So loss on sale of machinery is 10,650. Previous method under straight line method, how much it is loss on sale of assets? See here, loss on sale of asset 10,500. Under diminishing balance method, loss on sale of machinery is 10,650. Okay. Then you have to calculate depreciation on 1,04,050 into 10%. That is in this balance you have to deduct the book value of the sold machinery. Book value of the sold machinery, that is 1,04,050 minus 16,650 you deduct it, then you have to calculate 10% on your book value. See here I have calculated depreciation for the third year 8,740. You calculate it, you can get it the value. Okay. So under diminishing balance method, you have to do. Okay, let us close this class. Next person may be waiting. Next week, definitely I will take 1 more hour extra, and then all the problems I try to solve it. You practice by yourself. Okay.
Ma'am, kindly share the PPT slides.
PPT it is available on the website. I cannot share everyone. You download it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Let us close this account.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
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 Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon. In
Hello.
the subject we have business environment. Is it a business environment class?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
Uh,
Sir,
just a
one
minute.
small one generally
Tell
regarding
me.
the fees payment, sir. Actually, the date been extended to till 8, na, sir. But if you are
Sir, I
paying the
don't know
fees,
that, sir. You ask in the
when?
examination section or DD.
Okay, sir. Okay. Last.
Because I don't want to make you confusion what is happening there.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
If you want a subject wise, I have no objection. Right. In the last class where we stopped with now we'll start in the second unit which is going to be dealt. Now, when you're talking about the second unit, just I have the syllabus, 1 minute. We talk about the economic system. Sorry, yeah, economic system you have. Now, what are the economic systems we have in India? What is the economic environment in India?
Mixed economy.
Okay, next. Indian trading blocks, technological environment, environment of India. Just wait. Yeah. Or the system that we have in our economic environment. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, when you talk about the environment, what is environment?
Sir, surrounding around us.
The surrounding around us. So, what you are going to do when you are having a surrounding? Suppose now you take over the environment which you are looking about a foreign country. Now, what is the environment in America now? Now, the America, there is a president election is over. So, the next coming prime minister will be Trump.
Yes, sir.
So, the president of president of America, Trump, what is the economic environment he is going to have? It is not only that economy, it is having capitalist economy. There will not be much change in the capitalist economy in America. But when you take the changes in the economic environment of this country, it will be totally differing. Not only economic environment, but also you have a political environment also. Political environment that will be looking after the next topic. But we talk about the economic environment. So, what you are going to do is, what is the nature of the economic environment? What are the factors affecting the economic environment? So, what are the economic conditions in India? So, how it is making the demand for a particular product or a country in India? Now, yes.
So I was saying just that India is a combined economy.
Yeah, it's a mixed economy.
Yes.
India is a mixed economy. Why it is a mixed economy?
So because when we got independence now, so at that time we needed some certain sectors on which we needed a public government control, and some certain sector we needed to be go in a capitalist structure.
Yeah, right. So what happened, as you told you, when we attained the independence in 1947, we don't have sufficient food materials or anything. We are dependent upon British government for the 200 years. Immediately, we are not self-sufficient for any product or services. So after attaining the independence, after attaining the Republic country, 1950, we started slowly growing the sectors. Now, primary sector, tertiary, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Which is the primary sector, the agriculture sector, secondary sector is the services, and tertiary sector is the secondary sector is the production, and third sector is the tertiary sector is the service sector. So what happened here is we are only depending upon agriculture, industry, and services. Now we are in service sector. Earlier we are in production sector. Before that we are in industry sector. But what we are doing is, we see that all the services are not reached to the public. We are not reaching to the public. What the government is not going to produce everything. Who is that? Karthik Mani. Karthik Mani. Please switch off your mic. Karthik Mani, please switch off your mic. So, in case, If not, I will make you to delete from the class, Mr. Karthik Mani and what is that? Haku Mata.
Sir, you may mute him. Sir, from previous class, they are doing this disturbance.
Actually, I cannot open this. I think the participant list. I think they have locked it for getting this one. Hello, Mr. Karthik Mani. Hello.
Hello, Karthik and Hakuna Matata. Can you please turn off your mics? Hakuna Matata.
Sir, you may continue, please.
Yes, yes. Now, what happened now? We are not self-sufficient in what you are saying is the production. So we started, the government started everything now. What it is doing, we have to concentrate on the public who can purchase the product and services, and you have to concentrate on the public who doesn't purchase the product and services. So what happened to the government started doing production in the government sector and asked the public to have the industries, to establish industries, give employment. So they started producing and that they are selling in the market. So that's why we see open market and government market. Open market is one which you are seeing in now the provisional stores, etc. But when you say government market is only public distribution system where you can produce, where the government can distribute the product and services to the public at a lesser price comparing to the open market. That is how we are saying a mixed economy. We have government as well as public. We have industries in government, we have industry in private. Isn't it? Now, yes, Mr. Abibur Afzal. You have any doubt? Mr. Karthik Mani.
No, sir, no.
Yeah, please
I think he
raise
is
your
not
hand.
available. Please continue.
Now, when you talk about this one, we see this as one of the mixed economy. That's why you see government as well as private. Now, when you're talking about this economy, we have a just a minute. We have economic markets that is characterized by capitalist economy, socialist economy, and communist economy. So, capitalist economy can give as America, socialist economy as the country which has a state-owned industry that is Russia,
Russia.
mixed economy which is related to the example as India. Now, when you come to the economic markets in capitalist economy, they are free to compete with the right to invest. Now we talk about America. Yeah, anyone can enter into America. Anyone can invest in the company and get survive in the America because it's a free open market. But you take out Russia or China, we say that you are not going to get any permission from the government. Government is going to look after the industry sector, production sector, but the people in the country has to concentrate on the production. When you come to the mixed economy, we have both the private economy as well as Indian economy. Government economy. Government will invest and the private people also invest. So individual incentives will be there. That is, profits and wages are relation with one in ability to willingness to work. So that's why many people go to America means whatever how much you work, that much pay will be given to you. But in a government, we are saying social economy, it is fixed. Government only decide how much you have to pay. But when you come to mixed economy, that depends upon you. The government the government or private will pay for you. If you work for overtime, you will get OT time also. So, but the capital is vested with the private people in the capitalist economy. But in social economy, the investment is made with the government only. But the mixed economy, both the private and government will be there. So the labor workers are free to select any employer and occupation in a capitalist economy. Example is America. So anyone, you don't like one company, you can resign and go to another company. In social economy, that is, there is no employment for the government will only provide the employment. Once you are given attain the age of 18-20 years, they normally select you for the company and you have to work for the government. And we talk about the state and the mixed economy, both the private and government will be there. People will applying for them and will get the employment as a labor. So the state determines one's employer and the employment. So the management is in the hands of the private, but in social economy, the management is in the hands of the government. But in the mixed economy, that is the economy is in the hands of both private and public. Management will in the hands of the government and public. So business ownership is the private people. The individual is the business ownership. And when you talk about the capitalistic, it is the only state government. Sorry, social economy, it is only state country government. And when it comes to mixed economy, we have both the business ownership of both private as well as the government. But the ownership will be the partnership with the government and private or government. And the risk assumption is loss assumed by owners are less because they are the individuals, they can concentrate on the company business and the losses may be less. But when you talk about the government, it is in socialist economy, people assume the rise of a state-owned industry. They have to work for the government industry. Loss taken from the taxes. So if you are not working, if it is a loss for the company, means it will be taken as a taxes. But the mixed economy production owned by state government, risk assumed by the state, losses reduce standard of living. So it may be government or private. The loss is with the hands of the people only. Government has to take its loss, private has to take its loss into their risk consideration. So, so when you talk about the other one, you say why was communism failed? That is the mixed economy is failure. So the individual freedom is denied. So in communistic countries, what is that is you cannot have a free to decide the economy. You have to work for the government itself. So eco growth rate has not been encouraged. Like in our economic system, we don't much have that much encouragement from the government side. And the rigidity of commission is there. Now when you talk about the workers, they have the trade unions. But in America, there are no trade unions. Trade unions are there means only restricted trade unions, not like our Indian trade unions. So contradictions, commitment countries were also religious. Suppose you take any Muslim country, any other country which is going to participate in the economy, they have to take care of all these economic activities. Means the religious into consideration. Now, when you talk about so what is the economic of India? What are the plus and minuses, the advantages and disadvantages of Indian economy? So as I told you, 1991, India's economy is in doldrum. So that made us to go for the liberalization, privatization, globalization. So plus is a high investment. Now the investments are more. Because of the liberalization, privatization, the investment is more in the country. And that's why the economy is developed. Yesterday we are saying the industrial growth rate is decreased by 2 points. Earlier it was saying it is 8%, 8 points. Industrial growth is 8 of the GDP. But now yesterday the news said it is only 5 point something as the industrial growth. comparing to last year. So Indian companies are acquiring the foreign companies. Like you said, Tata has acquired Jaguar, and India has acquired Hyundai. And we see that the flagship red flag, Vodafone acquired by Airtel. So financial reforms have made access to poor people easy. Now you are seeing that after investment is done in 1991, in the present context of the 25 years or 26 years of the Indian liberalization economy, we see that the fruits are seeing to the public. But technology also made us lives of poor people livable. Now we see technology which has made. Now you see everyone is having their mobile phones, either a smartphone or a QWERTY phone. Every student has a laptop. Every student is going through, people is going through all this digital media. Take one side of it as a positive, but the other side is also negative, where you talk about agricultural contribution is very, very less. Now we are seeing all the real estate is becoming increasing. So all the agricultural lands are sold to the real estate people. So the agricultural lands are made to other real estate lands. Tomorrow the day will come where there is no agricultural production. We have to depend upon the foreign countries to get the rice or food material. So million people are below the poverty line. And there is an unemployment where you talk about this one. Even the economy is developing, the industry is coming, still the education level is increasing, so unemployment is also increasing at that rate. So infrastructure is very also continuing. There are some infrastructure development, there are some places where there is no infrastructure development. The corruption is on the high side. We are seeing every day in the news, we are seeing ED raiding, IT raiding. Corruption is rising, whether government or private. Corruption is corruption. Everywhere is corruption. Not only India. So digital divide is huge. Now after 2014, we have come to digital age now. Everywhere is digital. Everywhere you see the digital people. In the hand you see a mobile phone. Using a laptop, you are doing a business. Your mobile phone, you are doing the business. Online business. Now offline has become very, very small. So the plus and there we are talking about this. So we have seen the industrial growth rate through plans. 1990, 2000, 2002, 2001, 2001 to 2002, all this one. But now yesterday the industrial growth rate is around 5% of the GDP. So IT and IT services, pharma, textiles and auto components are there. So as you see that the economy is having a macroeconomics and where you talk about the country's GDP, earning capital, per capita income, and the inflation and exchange rate. We see that the rupee value is coming down, exchange rate value increasing, and the poverty and public policy. The poverty is increasing, but the government has taken certain steps to decrease the poverty. And the energy sense, we are seeing last week we are seeing that there is a what you call the solar power, that scam. So energy sense, we are seeing thermal power plants, we are seeing idle plants, and now we are seeing wind plants and wind energy and solar energy. So with the technological advancement, we are seeing this type of technologies advances are developing in the country. So agriculture and rural development. Now, when the rural agriculture is developed, rural area people will be developed, and their living standard also increase in the agriculture in the rural areas. The government is providing agriculture subsidies for fertilizers and pesticides. From 1947 to from 1950 onwards, we are concentrating on the rural area, because most of the people living in the rural area, 60% of the people depends upon agriculture. So agriculture is the backbone of the country. So industries are developed because of the agriculture. This what type of industry that is developed? Subsidiary industries. Suppose jute is there, coir is there, jute is there, jute industry. Where jute is produced, jute industry. Where rice is produced, rice industry is there. Cotton is produced, textile industry is there. So we have increased labor policy also. We have made labor policies. Laborers are protected. We have the employment generation programs. We have compensation management. And we have been about security market also. That is related to securities and banking sector, transportation. Now we are doing transportation private also. Buses, planes, flights, trains. And we know about telecom. Now everyone is having with mobile phones because of this because of the privatization of the telecom sector. The father of the telecom sector in India, the Sam Petrod, which has made the telecommunication the revolution in the country. Now, what should we do that to regulate? Now we say many telecom providers are there. TD said Telecom Dispute Appellate Tribunal. TRAI, again we have Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. And the service sector like insurance, etc., all are developed. So this is one of the criteria where you talk about. Yes. The next one, which is related to just a minute. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Somebody's calling. Hello. Yeah, tell me.
Audible, sir. He's on a phone call.
Yes. We don't need to reply now.
Sir has got call.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, when you come to the revolution in the country, we see that now we talk about the business environment which is related to the economic structure. Now we talk about the family management and professionalism. Now, the one why we are saying industrial revolution in the country in 1947, during during the Indian independence, we are self-sufficient as told in the beginning. But when you talk about the advancements in the industrial sector, we seen that business people are concentrated. Business people are concentrated. The government has asked the people who are interested in investment. Those people are self-sufficient in the economy, means financial. They can establish the industry in the country. That's why the Tatas have come forward, Birlas have come forward to establish their industry in the country. Batas, they have come forward to establish the industry in the different part of the country. That's why we see Tata plays a major role. Aditya Birla plays a major role. Batas plays a major role. Some people who have started the business have helped making the India, the economic develop India. Means to give employment to the people. Because we don't have any employment earlier. We don't have employment earlier because it is totally managed by the Britishers. Now, due to revolutionary changes in the industrial revolution from 1950, for every 5 years, we started having industries. So many people started having their businesses in the country and they have become a family business. Godrej you take, Godrej is also a family business. Now it is existing. Godrej company is existing. Adishri Godrej, Jamshed Tata, Sanghi Industries, JK Industries. These are all related to your family management to professionalism. Now the latest trend we see, the running of Tata family, that is a Tata group of companies, Birla group of companies, then Reliance group of companies. Now we say now Reliance has come as forward. Now Airtel is also a group of companies. So managing the family business. What you are saying is family management by professionalism. Now, when you talk about the professionalism, we can talk about the people who have established their companies in India. Like Jamshedpur Tata, where he has established Tata Iron Steel Company Limited in Jamshedpur. I think it is in Jharkhand or somewhere now. Jharkhand?
Yes, sir, in Jharkhand.
It is Jharkhand. Yes, TISCO, that is Tata Iron Steel Industry Limited. Now we see we see Wipro, which is in Bangalore. Reliance, Gujarat, Ahmednagar. So this is where you talk about the family management professionals. That is for the development. It is a professionalism that we say management are not born; they are made. It's a controversial question. I think you are the first semester in management and organization behavior. These questions will definitely come. Whether management are made or born. So managements are made, not born. Of course, Dhiru Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, all these people they are born because already business exists them. But we see now the new generation, current generation, the first generation is coming up with the entrepreneurship skills. They are made because the people who have studied entrepreneurship in their curriculum, they want to become their own entrepreneurship. They want to give employment to the people. If they want to earn, they want to satisfy, they want to give employment and live like a Raja. They don't want to work in other hands of the people. They have to take their own decisions. They cannot depend upon others to take decisions for them. So this is how you are going to manage the family management. Now, when you talk about the resource base for the economy, what are the resources we have? Now, when you talk about the natural environment, yes, 1 minute. Now, when you talk about the natural environment, what is the natural environment consists of? Now, it is the nature. We see the based on the economy, we see that the nature resources like minerals from the earth crust, or the natural resources from the oceans, or forestry, and we say from the land, forest, water, fisheries, minerals, that which is leading to the environmental issues. Now we are talking about the what you call climate change. Now, what is this climate change? Why it is talking about climate change? Why? Yes, Miss Sakia. Who is this Sakia having raised the hand? Having this natural environment, what you are going to do is, so land, when you're talking about the land, what is the land is covered by the world? What is the land covered by the country India? What are the natural resources available in the country? I'm not getting
Yes, sir.
just wait. I am not getting the topic which is related to this now. Somewhere it is seen. Yeah. Now, when you talk about this natural environment, we talk about the clear up to the existing pollutions. Now, when you talk about the business, any company which is going to have the business, if it is creating any problem or pollution to the economic, pollution to the environment, they have to get permission from the pollution control board. We say PCP. So this way you are going to control the business of a company. Of course, government is not against the companies, but it's also concentrated on the natural environment which is going to be safe, clean. Another one is which is changing to the preventive of pollutions. Now, when you talk about the pollutions, these are the pollutants where you talk about the chemicals, the industry which is giving harm to the society. For example, you talk about the pollutions which occurred in Agra. Anyone from Agra in this class? You see Taj Mahal. Now we see,
I'm from Gwalior, near to Agra.
we see that Agra is polluted because of the chemical industry, tanning industry in Agra. The marble movement of Agra, which is deteriorating, it is becoming black in color. What is the reason? What happened to Agra monument because of the pollution? The traces of
Acid rain.
black pollution has caught this white marble and they are becoming black. And it is becoming black. So many people, some people have gone to the court stating that the Madura oil refinery, the tanning industry in Agra are to be stopped because to safeguard this Agra monument. So the Supreme Court has given a verdict stating that the people who are doing tanning industry in Agra and surroundings of Taj Mahal, including the Madura oil refinery, should be stopped producing production. That's why the Madura oil refinery was stopped and the tanning industry stopped. So to safeguard this Agra. So this is also one of the criteria which cutting the natural environment. And we talk about what do you call green. What do you call? This environment getting warm because of this chlorofluorocarbons, CCF, we say. That is what the terminology is there.
Chlorofluorocarbon.
That is what that CCF only.
Refrigerator, AC, that also.
Yes.
Chlorofluorocarbon, CFC.
Yes, that only I am saying, but the terminology is there for that. which is causing
Global warming.
Global warming.
Yeah, thank you. The global, why this global warming is coming? Whether we can stop this global warming? Now, how we can stop it? Because the climate is changing. You see, in the natural environment, summer, can we live without a refrigerator in a home? Can you live without a cold water? In that type of situation, industries are developing. Because of the pollution, the environment is getting changed. So the global warming has changed because what are the chloroform that is released into the climate. Now you see that one. That's why the government has come up with the options called as biofuel, electrical vehicles. So, and other one that is related to the land. So, water contamination is there. We see the total water contamination, and the other activities are taking place on the land. Earthwork excavation taking place. Earlier we have coal mines underground. Now it is surface mines only. The layer of the soil is taken out, and only the soil coal which is there, from there we will dig the coal. Because this is going to contaminate the environmental pollution. And we talk about the water and fisheries. Now we say a lot of mammals are there in the water. We see that fish is one of the criteria which lives in the water. So when you are getting water polluted, this type of mammals, or we can say aqua animals, are going to die. I think you have seen in Hyderabad that polluted, contaminated area, what you call as
Hussain Sagar.
Hussain Sagar. Another one is the NT Ramarao studio is there, Nacharam. The industrial parks are there. It's totally, completely polluted. You cannot take any groundwater there. Not only that, if you go to your holy place, what is called Uttar Pradesh, that is that Varanasi. Varanasi. If you go to Varanasi, the total Ganga is also polluted. And the government is saying that you have to clean Ganga. But when you are taking all the plastic material into the water and throwing there, how it can be cleaned? These are one of criteria where you see what is happening in this water. Is when water is polluted, the animals, the plants which are living in the water, they are dying. You know this Nigeria, when the ships are going, these Nigerian people or Somalia people, they will catch hold of these tankers, oil tankers, and sometimes they will damage the tankers also, oil tankers also in the sea. So the water, the oil will be flowing on the water. So naturally, what happen? The animals which are living in the sea are getting died. So the environmental protection has to take place. The natural resources are to be protected from the customers or consumers. That's why we say natural environment. Now when we say for the last 2 days we are getting heavy rains in Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and Karaikal area. I think this fungal this rainfall may damage totally the agriculture, the living standard of the people on that particular 2 to 3 days. You cannot go outside. You cannot go do production. All these are due to only this the resource base of the economy. Whatever you are getting, we are land is used for retail, for what you call real estate, and forest. We have forest outputs also. What you are getting from the forest, like gum, like fruits, or we say agriculture, forestry fruits, tea, cashew nut, then other areas where you can interfere so that your natural environment can be protected. You cannot cut down the trees in the forest. You have to take a forest permission if you want to cut down the trees. So cutting down one tree, you have to plant at least 20 trees. So that is the criteria. The government has taken a step to increase the natural climate and natural environment. And the other one which we are going to take about the one is fisheries. Now we will talk about when you talk about the fisheries. This is the most of the natural resources. People's food is also like fish. So in different places, every part of the world, the people consume fish. It's a natural resources for the public to the people. But only one thing is you have to cut hold of that natural resources as a responsibility and to distribute them accordingly equally as the population upon the population. Now, when you talk about this, we are delighted to say the government has taken steps to eradicate the pollutions in the seas and oceans, rivers, etc. Cleaning of Ganga, cleaning of Varanasi River, Brahmaputra, Hussain Sagar, where water is damaging the natural environment. It is your responsibility to see that the business can be developed more. And when you talk about the minerals, natural environment. Yeah, when you come to the other one, we say talk about this agriculture. When we talk about the agriculture, we talk about world-class promotions we are taking place. Promote farmer producer organization FPOs we are establishing. Now we are saying Prime Minister Agriculture Samriddhi Yojana. That type of schemes are kept for the people, and Prime Minister Kisan Yojana. So we have major project, major schemes for agriculture sector, like National Food Security Mission and Rashtriya Kishan Vikas Yojana, National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, and Green Revolution to Eastern India. Now we are self-sufficient because of the Green Revolution. We are producing lot of wheat in the country, rice, wheat, jar, millets, etc. And we are rich in white revolution, that is milk. And we are rich in blue revolution, that is of seafoods. These are comes under the fisheries, minerals, waters, etc. So the environment which is going to take place, the natural environment, or we talk about the growth of responsibility environment, we say social responsibility, which is about towards the people and towards the society also.
Farmers protest.
Yeah. Shall we stop here? I think we have next class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, slide please, sir. Can you share me the slides, sir? PPT slides, please.
No, I have stopped that one because I have to check every time where because it is not in a serial order.
Okay. Can you finalize the slides and you can share, sir,
Okay,
at
okay.
last.
I will do it.
At
I will do
last,
it.
maybe.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Because it is not. It is one unit is one slide. No.
Okay.
Your syllabus will be somewhere. First syllabus will be for us. It will be last syllabus. So your first chapter maybe as is the last chapter. So according to the slides, I have to move.
Okay,
So that's
sir.
why I'm checking the syllabus and moving.
Okay, sir. But finally, you can share, sir. We can cross
Right.
check.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Bairam, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, why the farmers protest was happened last time in India? Big protest.
That is of a minimum support price.
About minimal support price.
It's 2021, I think so. 2020 or 21, I don't know. 2021, mostly 2021, 22.
Yes, sir, in Corona time only.
Corona time, 2020.
Recently, I see a news. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, because government has to provide a minimum support price for the farmers. Because you see, the farmer may be spending thousands of rupees, lakhs of rupees for the agriculture. Suppose now you see there is a heavy loss due to rains. Suppose you take Wayanad, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, just 3-4 months back. There is a lot of loss for the public. Now suppose the cyclone has come, the total crop has gone away. And who has to bear that loss?
The owner of the land.
Government cannot give all the loss to the public, to the agriculture farmers, because there are lakhs of farmers are there. So that's why they have to go for the crop insurance. And what they produce, there should be minimum support for quintal. Price you say it is 2,500. In Telangana it is around 2,500, but the government is giving a commission of 500 rupees extra and getting the minimum support price for the farmers is 3,500. And that too rice. It is a good quality rice, they will get 500 rupees as a commission. Cotton. Now we say cotton is a white good. So normally for quintal of cotton it will be around 10,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees. But normally what they will do, the quality has to come out. If a good quality is there, you'll get 15,000, else you'll get only 6,000 or 7,000.
Yes. That's it. But the government should encourage the people.
Rice, paddy, jar, or everything, whatever you take, whatever you produce by the farmers, government has to give minimum support price. Government says, yeah, this time tomatoes, rice is paddy is 7,000 quintal. 7,000 quintal means if you give 100 kgs of paddy means you get 50 kg of rice. You cannot sell that rice for 7,000, no.
Yes, like that a problem with the onion.
Every time it will come. Not only for agriculture, this vegetables also is there.
No, the situation there was while I was looking the news, the farmers of the onion just throw their bunches of onions in the river. Because
yes. Say you say tomato you take. One time it is 150 rupees kg or 200 rupees kg.
Okay.
Onion 200 rupees kg. Of course, there is artificial scarcity made it, but what happened? There is a demand is there. Based on the demand, you are changing, fluctuating the price of the product. But what is the minimum support price giving? Suppose tomato you take, sometimes it is 1 rupee kg also. You have seen in Andhra,
Yes.
they were thrown 10 paisa kg.
10 paisa.
10 paisa kg. Do you know that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They are thrown on the road. If anyone from Andhra in this class or Telangana, you know that they have thrown the tomatoes on the road.
Yes, sir. I am from Andhra. Sir.
Why the farmers have to throw on the road the tomato? Because if you grow tomato, if they take the output of the crop of a tomato crop, they have to sell immediately. Okay, 50 rupees kg or 20 rupees kg not make a difference. Suppose when they take in a cold storage and store the tomatoes for 3-4 days, for that they have to pay the tax to the cold storage. When you come into the market, there will be no price for the tomatoes. What they will do? Instead of keeping tomatoes in the cold storage, they will throw away. And they will not never give at a lesser price also. If the customer asks, give for a 5 rupees kg, no, they won't give.
Yes, that's it. Sir, like this, general questions will be coming for exam.
Yeah, maybe because of this, it depends upon the question paper setup. That's why I told you no. Business environment is no book is there for you. Only the language you know, whether you know Telugu, Hindi, English, Malayalam, Kannada, Tamil, English, etc. You read any book, any newspaper, that is your business environment. You go to the business newspaper in your columns, and that will be the good for you. If you want to overcome, go to any textbook, go through the papers, you see what is what. That's all.
Okay, sure, sir.
This is normally I'll go through a newspaper daily in the evening. That only my lesson for the next day for my students.
Oh.
Only textbook is only for side headings.
Yes, that's it. Yes, I also used to read newspaper and also some business journals.
Yes.
Surf through internet.
It's
good for us.
Fine, that a daily newspaper is the best paper, best book for you. That's all.
Okay.
From first page to last page, you read a Business Chronicle or a Deccan Chronicle or a Business Line or a Hindu, which is going to make it. That is the best one. You can give the real examples in the examination. That will be getting fetching marks.
In shorts, there is an app in Play Store. In shorts, so it gives our latest information about this business news around India. In short, INSHOT.
INSHOT, what is that?
SHORTS.
INSHORTS. In shorts, huh?
In shorts.
In shorts, okay. It is an app?
Yes, it's an app. It gives us just unlimited surfing around the news, around in India, and also in international level.
Is it paid form or free?
No, it's free. It's totally free.
Okay, right. That is only what we can. We just only mind blow you. That's all.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, sir.
So we'll see next tomorrow relating to your third unit. That is infrastructure and the current issues in the business environment.
Okay.
Infrastructure, the social, economic, social, demographic issues, political. That is totally, they have clubbed everything. Right.
Okay, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
There is no class for next 1 hour, right?
It was very useful, sir. Thank you.
Will there be a lunch break or the continuous class will be there? Anyone have that idea?
Maybe it's a lunch break, I think.
I think this was a lunch break.
Maybe 1 hour, right? Up to 2.
No. Only
Yeah,
30
it was
minutes.
so.
30 minutes. Okay.
Because last class they were start
Anyone
before.
know this is a break hour?
Last time it was from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. No?
Is this break hour, right?
Yeah. This was a break hour for 45 minutes to 1 hour. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. Did that accounting ma'am has taken 1 hour class extra after 4 p.m.? Is it?
No, is not for today. It was on next Saturday.
Next Saturday extra class is taking now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she said like that only. In
Okay.
next
I thought
class.
she was taking today,
Uh,
sir.
The whole
yeah, yeah.
PPT shared. The whole website.
Anybody registered for Guwahati Center, exam center as Guwahati?
No.
Anybody applied? Did anyone applied for the exam fees? No, anyone paid already?
Fees. I applied
Okay.
in the center. Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I
Does
applied
they charge?
1,850.
Yeah,
Does
they
they
charge.
charge extra 100 rupees? I think
Yeah.
yesterday was, but the date is up to 8, na? Why do they charge 100 rupees extra as a late fee? But they extended already.
But it's not necessary we should appear for all these papers now. I have applied only for 5 papers. This accounts and economics is difficult, so we have pushed it to next semester.
Okay,
Monday.
if you are
Any
writing all
idea
the
of the
papers, if you're
Is there
appearing
any
for the
WhatsApp
all
group,
papers and we get
guys?
failed, na, is that marked as arrear for the next sem or what?
I have no idea. People said that not appearing is better. They can push it to yesterday. There was a question on the first day. How about we can manage in a
So what
month?
about the reappearance? If we are leaving, if we can't attend the exam or if we can't pass, applying for the next sem, is that possible again for the second time?
Yeah,
Yes,
for the
it
second
is
time
possible.
Okay.
Any
But
idea
I'm
about
not
the
sure.
internal marks?
Can we
But
have
I'm
some?
not sure whether it is considered as a arrear or the regular one. I'm not sure about that.
most
But
obviously
we can
not the regular
reappear.
one. It will
Can we
be
have
as
a WhatsApp group? It's better.
I think.
Can we have a WhatsApp group? Shall we arrange something?
it's good.
Yes.
Like general information, it's a good thing.
Yes.
Like
It would be great. Yes, please create somebody.
Text here in the chats. How to share the numbers?
Sir, still I want to confirm whether anyone has registered for
WhatsApp
exam
group is
center as
already
Guwahati,
there, na?
because I think I am the alone.
What do you say?
Anyone has registered exam center as Guwahati, Assam?
Assam. Okay.
You're from Assam, Mankumar?
Yeah, actually I am presently at Nagpur, but I'll have an exam from Guwahati, Assam.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
So I have to go all the way from Nagpur to Guwahati. So anyone who have registered, can I know them please?
You can choose the exam center
Actually,
now as
they
well
have
while
given
filling the
exam
form,
centers. You
and
can
you can
check it.
change it. Don't really need to go to Assam and give the exams. You can give the exam in Nagpur also if you have a center there.
There is no center in Nagpur.
You can choose something in Pune then that's nearby.
Actually, my hometown is Guwahati only, so that will be much better for me.
Happy vacations.
But still, I'm not finding anyone from Guwahati center. That's why I was.
Okay, guys, I need to go for a consultation. So, hope.
Any idea of the internal marks?
Yes, the
Anybody?
notification was there, no, about internal.
It will be after the exam, ma'am.
What
They have
notification
in
was it
January.
shared anything? Because they said the internal marks, if you take only, then they will provide exam.
Yeah, ma'am. They will inform us after this exam.
It will be in
Last week
January
what
only.
ma'am told us, now.
January.
They
Yes,
said
First we have internal only, right?
they will inform the timing and online exam schedule.
But they said before the exam is
No,
commenced, okay,
ma'am.
you'll
If
have
after the
internals.
exam.
May
No,
or may
No,
not
after the
after
be.
the
exam,
exam.
notification will be out.
It will be after the exam.
Yeah, I got it.
First is internal or external?
Come
Online,
again?
through
Internal.
online, through online,
First
through
online,
online.
Yes,
then
online. It
then
will be
offline.
online. 25 questions, 30 minutes.
Okay. After that, we have offline, that external test, right?
No, first offline exam that will be from 23rd December.
Okay.
After that exam, it will be online for internal marks. That is 25 marks, 25 questions, 30 minutes, and
Okay.
that notification will be out some time later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
For internal exam also, we have to go to the exam centers, right?
No, ma'am, we can do it from at home only. It was told, na, last week.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you so much.
The Bangalore center where I am going, they said that you will get your internals first. After applying for that only, you'll have to sit for the exam on 23rd. That's the reason I'm asking this question. So this
Okay.
internal comes in January.
Okay,
In
ma'am.
the
Not sure, but
orientation
last week ma'am
section,
told
they
that.
said
Sorry.
the
I'm not
orientation
sure, but
section that
last week. Okay.
internal exam will be in January after finishing the offline exam.
Okay.
Did anyone try downloading accounting for managers, that PPT from website? Because I couldn't find that, and the total book was there as a PDF format.
Me too.
Me
Did
too.
anyone try
Ma'am,
downloading it?
ma'am, what I suggest is books of class 11, 12, commerce stream. That will be much helpful, I guess, because I'm seeing the
Yeah,
chapters
I
and topics.
downloaded from the website
Only
only.
that books are most relevant, ma'am.
Okay. Someone has downloaded. Is it the same
Yeah,
PDF that
ma'am.
ma'am was showing?
Yeah, same only.
From which section did you download? Student support service. Under that,
No,
we
not
can
in
see.
that.
Okay.
In the MBA PPTs, you can download first semester.
What is it? MBE.
MBA PPT. You're going to the portal site, no?
Yeah, we have some dates and all for that.
In
Yeah,
that date,
that.
first one is the first unit, and I think so. Second one is the second unit. You can check it by downloading it.
Okay, that is unit wise. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Which tab that you said to download accounts PPT?
Sir, in that website itself, sir.
Website studying
Student support
materials.
service. Yes, sir. In student support service.
Okay. Yeah, in that.
It will show some PPT and also. You need PPT or webinar like that, it will come.
Okay, I will check. Thank you.
One second, I'll check and tell you. Yeah, in student support service, we'll have that
Yes,
teaching
I
and
found.
learning materials. Yeah, in that we can download it.
Under
Study
PPT.
materials MBA. Yes, sir. I think only accounting for manager is there only. And management concept and
Actually, I can see 5 different papers.
Yes.
in which one?
6, 3,
Under
20.
PPT MBA, in the first semester, I can see management concept and organizational behavior.
Yeah, in the
Managerial
third one you
economics.
can click accounting for managers.
In the third one, we have 4 dates. You are saying for each date, it will be one chapter.
Yeah,
or one.
one chapter. Yeah.
Okay.
Super. Oh.
And the same goes with business environment, that PPT as well, right? From the same, this portal.